We proceed to bundle together some food and our necessities before leaving the residence. We make our way through the trees, following a path that could hardly be described as such, as we trench through the snow. Our footing is bad, making it especially difficult for Akari to walk, but we have fun regardless.
冬のお日様の暖かさと風の冷たさと木の匂いがします。
She smiles, looking up at the sun streaming through the trees, which she can't even see. We eventually make it to the mountain cottage. I unlock the door with my administrator's key. The hand dimension! No sooner have we dropped off our luggage than we lit the fireplace. The place is well insulated, but the lack of any inhabitants has let the cold creep in regardless. I think checked the electricity and water, both of which are fine. The pipes haven't frozen over. There's lining for the beds, cookware, and no signs of roof leaks. So we should be good.
ここが山荘ですか。
Akari feels around, breathing in the air and cocking her ears to come to terms with the spacious room.
結構歩きましたね。30分くらい？
Akari has to measure it out as she can't look at the clock. Not that this cottage has a clock to begin with. I don't think it took us quite that long, but it's close enough to not bother objecting to. This place is actually pretty close to the residence. We would have made it here in no time if the footing wasn't so bad. We had to walk extra slowly to accommodate for Akari's lack of sight too. Akari frowns.
リツくん、ここ山荘なんですよね。
Yeah, it looks quite nice to be around. Yeah.
山荘ですよね。
Yep, where all the evil Wendigos show up eventually. As she asks again, she feels the sofa, rocking chair, and walls. Yep. Everything is made of wood, the ceiling beams are visible, and the bedroom and living space are practically the same room. Akari returns to the center of the room and places her hands on the back of the rocking chair.
すごく広くて豪華。これは山荘というより別荘じゃないですか？
Is it different from what you imagined? I smile, but I get curious.
山荘なんて言うからもっとこう壁も全部丸太でできたコテージみたいなものを想像していました。
Well, some parts are. Yeah, some are like that, but most you'll find around here are like this. I suppose it would be more atmospheric if it looked more like a cottage. What's more, without regular use, the electricity and water here is liable to break down. It might look fancier, but other than that, it's the same as what you imagine. There's nothing to do here at all.
ゆっくりできるですか？
All we had to do is relax, really.
ご飯を作っておしゃべりしてのんびりする。
Akari sighs.
そうですね。いろいろと自分で問題を起こしてしまって気を落ち着かせるのがいいのかも。
Would you like a shoulder rub?
いえ、今はいいです。
Oh? I do offer and just sure that Akari would refuse, so her response catches me by surprise.
肩は凝ってるんですよ。お胸があるので。
Yeah. Subconsciously, you look down at her humongous chest, just to catch a glimpse. She can't see, so she wouldn't catch me, but it still feels wrong to stare.
それに肩を揉まれているうちに他のところもまさぐられそうですし後でにしましょう。
Right. My cheeks start burning from her captivating smile. I would get a great look down her cleavage while giving her shoulder rub. Nice. Later, man. Later. I tried to calm my heart. That's what we're here for? Relaxing? For now, I'll deal with our luggage. Yep, he officially is being more perverted than he did with Saya. He even talks about her breasts way too much. Akari takes the time to come to terms with the room better, counting out the steps from wall to wall. Once I've sorted everything out, I take out my phone to check the time. Huh? It's approaching 10 a.m., which isn't that strange. What is strange is that I have no signal.
どうしました？
Nah, it's just I'm getting no reception on my phone. I was sure it reached teardown. I approach the window and again check my phone, but still nothing. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
いいんですか？
Yeah, I left Neri and Saya a note saying we do got to spend a few days in the cottage. I wasn't going to text them while they were in class, so it seems leaving a note was for the best. What should we do now? At least you left a note. It's still too early for lunch.
私少し眠ってもいいですか？
Are you tired?
最近よく眠れていなかったので久しぶりに外を歩いて部屋が暖かくなってきて気持ちいいです。
Akari says sleepily with an adorable smile.
ここなら今なら眠れそうです。
Okay then, I'll keep quiet.
ありがとうございます。お昼に起こしてください。
With that, she walks up in the direction of the bedroom. I want to lend her a hand, but it's probably best to let her do these small things by herself. So what am I meant to do? I don't want to make a sound, so reading a book or something would be a good idea. I brought some books with me from the library at the residence, so I take one out and recline in the rocking chair. This is one book that, well, it's always been on the shelf. I've never read. The other is one Maurice Maeterlinck. The title is The Blue Bird, Aoi Tori. Several hours pass. Before I know it, the sun has set, the room's turned dark, and it's hard to make out the words on the page. Wait. It's dark? I raise my hand. Was I so focused on the book I didn't realize it had gotten this late? The book itself is a play written for children, so it really shouldn't take too long to read. It feels like the passage of time moves faster in this cottage. Maybe I just fell asleep without realizing it. I glance over towards the bed. Akari is still asleep in it. I said that you'll wake her at lunch. But who cares if our schedules fall a little off while we're here? She hasn't been able to sleep well recently, so she needs a rest. That was the whole point of us coming here. To an even smaller world within our birdcage. Make her worry about food when she wakes up. I opened the book to where I left my bookmark. But then...
起きています。起きました。
I hear a faint voice. Hey, morning. Did I wake you?
いえ、はい起きたのはリツくんの声がしたからですが、起こされたとかじゃなくて。
Are my powers waking you up again? Wait, did I speak out loud? Oh, I did speak out loud. Oops. I hear a mumbling, help asleep voice from behind the wall. It's pretty adorable. Akari isn't usually this bad when waking up. I'll boil some water and make some tea. We've got black coffee, tea, coffee, and plum kombucha. Which would you like, Akari? A culture the wall?
猫ぶ茶
No one ever drinks it, so we never run out. I fill a pot with water and place it on the stove. Plum kombucha ghoul. It looks very medicinal. This looks like oh wait, ginger lemon. Ooh. But besides that, this looks like you could find in the Japanese vending machines. Honestly, what about the taste? Fine, elegant taste of plums and marbles on a essentially good. This is gonna lead me to more googling. We're just gonna conclude this as it tastes great. Any ways?
だってあの家湯飲みがないですし。
Don't worry, Carrie. I got this. Oh, the choice of the cup is the problem?
リツくんは紅茶のカップで飲んじゃいますもんね。
Yeah? Did I ever tell Akari about that? Nope. I don't feel like I've drunk kombucha around others in recent times. Oh well, it's fine. Wait, is it fine? I'm thinking to myself, Akari gets out of bed and comes over to me, rubbing her eyes.
おはようございます。
Morning?
おかしいですね。目が見えなくても目やにがつくんです。
Akari giggles. She seems a lot better after that rest, and she did before coming here. I'll have the water boiled in a minute, and we can decide what to do for dinner.
夕飯？お昼じゃなくてですか？
Akari looks around despite being unable to see. It's already evening. Let's see, having become her eyesight.
はあ、寝過ごしました。
Don't worry, that's the whole reason we're here. I'm trying to fall asleep at night, though.
はい。どのみち私目が見えないので時間もよくわからないんですよね。
Yeah. Be it bright or gloomy outside, it means nothing to Akari.
リツくん、何の本を読んでいたんですか？
Akari asks with a smile. She must have heard turning pages or something. The blue bird?
メーテルリンクですか？
Yeah, I knew the basic premise, but I never actually read it before. In particular, I didn't know exactly what the devil meant when it referred to those blue and black birds. Have you read it?
2、3回だけです。好きな本なんですが。
Besides Sapar's cock, I wouldn't describe it 3 times as only. She really is an avid reader.
それならリツくんが読み終わってからお話ししましょうか。
Sure, but I do like to hear you talk about it. We have all the time in the world after all.
そうですね。おしゃべりしましょう。
Akari holds out her hands.
本を貸していただいてもいいですか？
Even though you can't see it?
読めないからこそ手触りを確かめたいんです。話の中身を思い出すためにも。
Okay then. I hand over the book. She hugs it to her chest, as if transferring its contents directly into her heart.
青い鳥はベルギーの作家メーテルリンクのお話ですね。リツくんはどこまで読みましたか？チルチルとミチルはどの国にいましたか？
They do just the Palace of Night, I believe.
中盤くらいですね。
Yeah? Wait. That doesn't seem right. I had all that time, and that's the amount I managed to read? Although I probably fell asleep at some point, huh? That explains the blackening tradition, I guess. Either way, I can't get my thoughts in order. This cottage is probably to blame. It's too cozy! Akari starts to talk while I'm thinking, so I return to paying her attention.
それなら初めからお話ししましょう。青い鳥のあらすじは有名ですね。チルチルとミチルの兄弟が魔女のおばあさんの孫の病気を治すため青い鳥を探してほしいと頼まれます。兄弟はさまざまな夢の国を旅しますが、最終的に青い鳥を捕まえられず家に帰る。その家で飼っていた鳥が気がつけば青い鳥だった。
That's about as much as I knew. That the team has something like true happiness is right beside you. Akari smiles.
実際に話を読まないとそういうテーマだと思いますよね。でも青い鳥で書かれている最大のテーマは生と死の意味。
She flips through the pages, checking the appeal and the sound.
兄弟が旅をするのは思い出の国、夜の御殿、墓、森、幸せの国、未来の国になります。
Mary, Saya, the sisters, and Akari, and Ritsu. The land of memory is a rather obvious metaphor for that, as are the forest and graveyard.
あらすじだけの知識だとその辺が抜け落ちますよね。
She slaps the book closed and strokes its cover.
ここから話すべき筋がいくつかに分かれます。
Trans?
誰かとお話の内容を語るとき、どの要素を中心にするかで全然別の話になるんです。リツくんはまだ読んでいないみたいですし、あまりネタバレにならないように話しますが、例えば国の並びを構造的に見れば、過去、現在、未来の時間の並びになっていたり、チルチルやミチルの兄弟を中心に物語を話せば、子供であった二人が死に触れることで大人になっていく過程になるんです。
Oh yeah, that's certainly not mentioned typically. I'm impressed by how many layers the story has to it.
時間はたっぷりありますけど、今は一つだけお話ししましょう。リツくんは何が気になってこの本をここに持ってきて読んでいたんですか？
I cock my head at that question, though I know she can't see me do so. The birds, I suppose.
鳥？
Like, it's not just about the blue bird. There are red birds and black birds too, right?
はい。
Akari agrees after a moment of thought.
青い鳥は実は最後だけではなく、お話の至るところに現れます。
Yes, right there at the start, in the land of memory. I thought the children would be chasing a single bird throughout the story, but it didn't turn out that way at all. The bird is wowing and all over the place.
そう。でも、思い出の国にいた青い鳥は、鳥かごに閉じ込めると、黒い鳥になってしまいます。
Kinda sounds like it's representing Akari. Akari says as if addressing someone far away.
夜の御殿にいた青い鳥は、捕まえると死んでしまい、最後の未来の国で捕まえた青い鳥は、最後には赤い鳥に変わってしまう。
Flamboyant. Red, the color of blood, vampires, and the sun. So the red bird would be Mary?
これが色の違う鳥のことですが。
Right. Thanks.
鳥そのものを気にするなんて珍しいですね。
She hands the book back to me. I take it and agree. Oh yeah, kinda. Because of the devil?
あの女は黒い鳥だ。あの女はね、かわいそうに手に入らないものが欲しいという矛盾を抱えている。
That's what it told me. It would seem to just be a simple metaphor, but... I know the black bird changed color, but it's still the blue bird, I think. Akari looks at me blankly, and I smile at my own silly first. Like, it's probably a weird way of reading into it, but that's what I thought after reading through the land of memory part. The black bird changed color, but it's still the blue bird.
その色がどうというか、青い鳥は奇跡の鳥で、魔女のおばあさんの孫の病気を治すことが目的で。
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is the color does not matter. I restate myself. Sorry, the color is just a personal thing. Don't worry about it.
はい。
Akari does not understand, but agrees nonetheless. So, without going into spoilers, what part of the book would you most like to talk about, Akari? And now, turn the conversation over to Akari.
私はやっぱり最後でしょうか。
How they find the blue bird, the old crone's daughter is scared, and they all live happily ever after? I may not have finished reading it, but the ending is as much common knowledge as the outline.
シーンとしてはそうですけど、でもそこではないんです。
Does something else happen?
最後に青い鳥が鳥かごから逃げ出して青い空に飛んでいくです。
Oh yeah, I do remember something like... The moral of the story being that happiness is never rooted in one place. Or did you miss all of the chances you don't take?
あのシーン、本来はいらないですよね。
Oh, you think so?
はい。さっきリツくんが言ったように、お孫さんの病気が治ってめでたしめでたし、それで話そのものは終わっていますよね。
Akari says with a smile appropriate for the scene. Yeah, you're right. I know I said myself, but I agree.
青い鳥がどこへ飛び立ったか、どうして飛び立ったか、あの本はそれを最後に 読者に問いかけているんです。
Right, it makes sense now that you spell it out for me.
リツくんはどう思いますか？
Akari asks, curious? Just like in that game we played in the classroom so long ago. Let me think. I do just that. I wish I had some tea, then I remember I just boiled some water. Come to think of it, I asked you what you wanted to drink when you woke up, but never got an answer.
そうでした。じゃあ珍しいので梅昆布茶で。
Sure. I make a cup of kombucha, and for my own change of pace, a cup of coffee. Not that I get the aroma of whatever it is I'm drinking. Be careful, it's hot. And I carry her cup while gathering my thoughts. I think the reason the blue bird takes up at the end of the story is to see if there's anyone else who needs his powers. What if he turned back his sense of smell? And the first thing he smells from Akari is death?
リツくんならそう言うと思っていました。
What if that kind of case actually happened? And what would he think? I wonder. Akari laughs at me. Was that the wrong thing to say? She continues smiling as she speaks.
いえ、そういうことじゃないです。テストじゃないし、どう思ったかに正解も間違いもないですよ。
Oh, that's a relief. I take a sip of coffee. I can barely taste it, but the warm liquid pouring down my throat makes me way more relaxed. Why do you think it left then, Akari?
私は
She ponders for a moment. Blind though she may be, her eyes tilt upward.
青い鳥を初めて読んだのは子供の頃でしたが、青い鳥は自分以外の青い鳥を探しに出かけたと思いました。
You did?
ええ。だって鳥かごに1羽だけでは寂しいでしょ。
Akari giggles.
友達や恋人を探しに行ってまたチルチルとミチルのところへ戻ってくるとそう空想していました。
That's a nice thought. With one glaring issue. Except it goes back to the kids.
そうですね。
Akari knows what issue I'm pointing out. If the bluebird had found itself some friends, then why would it return?
やっぱり鳥かごの中が鳥にとっても一番安全だと思ったんでしょうね。
Yeah, that's possible. I'll leave it at that. It's like Akari said, there's no right or wrong answer. The book leaves the reader with the question of where the bird goes, and everyone's going to have their own interpretation. Mine was that of an optimist, Akari's of a realist.
目が見えなくてもお話は楽しいですね。
She smiles. A large part of enjoying life is through seeing what's going on. But she's lost that. So, in order to keep the conversation going, I decided to bring up a thought I've been sitting on. Hey Akari, I actually have a question for you this time. My attitude shifts to being more serious.
はい、なんでしょう。
In the book, the blue birds she find end up changing color, and it turns out the real blue bird was at a sibling's home.
はい、
In which case, would it not have been there all along, from before she started their journey?
そうですね。もちろん最初から青い鳥だったのかもしれませんが、兄弟がそれに気づかないなら普通の鳥だったのでしょうね。
In that case, would you see that their pet bird is a different bird to the blue bird it eventually becomes? Akari silently stares at me through eyes that can't see. I continue taking care not to sound gloomy. You have a normal bird and a blue bird with special powers. Everyone's delighted to find the blue bird because they think it's special. But if they are not the same bird, then where did the normal bird go to?
それは
She falters. And that, I have her answer. The two birds are not the same. Everyone's delighted by the appearance of the blue bird. And the normal bird disappears with no one giving it a second thought. Similar to how you have me, a normal human, and the savior with his special powers. I find myself emphasizing with the pet bird most of all. Yeah, I know there's no answer. There's no real meaning to my question.
はい
Akari agrees without letting the subject getting too heavy. Well then, I think we better do dinner before we talk anymore.
何かお手伝いします
No.
できることなら
No. Akari wants me to give her something to do? Sure, but before we figure that out, we need to decide on what we're making. Got any idea?
ああそうですね
Akari reaches a finger to her lips.
こういう時の定番ならシチューなんですけどつい最近食べたしな
Yuki-chan sure whips up a good stew. I smile. We have the ingredients for curry.
肉じゃがでもいいですね
We have Mary to blame for making our palate's favorite Japanese food. I guess we'll see what we got and then decide. On that note, Akari reaches out a hand that takes a hold of my of clothes. She can't see, so she has to feel out the distance.
ご飯を食べたら今日は早く寝ちゃいましょうか
But the way she's looking at we're definitely not sleeping tonight. She whispers, "Are you tired again?"
そうじゃなくてその
She starts blushing and hangs her hand.
せっかくの場所ですし時間もありますしここなら声も気にしなくていいし
She almost completely spells it out, but it's too reserved to say it directly. I'm erect. Cool. I want to make love to her. I feel her love in return. We'll fill our stomachs and crawl into bed together for the rest of the long night. We can have schmecks without worry about the time or about others. When we're tired, we'll sleep. And when we wake, we can have schmecks again. We'll have a life of debauchery, with no one around to criticize us. The world that would is so far away. I want to reward Akari with at least one thing she can still enjoy without being able to see. Yeah, let's get a lot of rest. Okay, I think I'm at a safe place. Right? Right? Sort of. Maybe. Akari sprawled out peacefully over the clean change of bed sheets. After we finished having schmecks, we washed ourselves down, then cuddled together as we dozed. What time is it now? I look around from how dark it is, I have to assume it's nighttime. Honestly, I don't really care what time it is by this point.
裸でベッドに寝てると気持ちいいですね
Laying in bed, a birdie's unit feels so nice. Akari's enjoying the feel of the sheets against her skin. She's adorable. In a way, she wasn't while we were having schmecks. It's like she's returned to being that pure young girl, A different person completely.
リツくん、何か笑っていますか？
Are you laughing at something, Ritsu-kun? Akari looks at me and smiles, relying on my breathing to know where to face. I hadn't realized I was laughing until she pointed out. Yeah, you're so cute and beautiful, it feels like bliss just looking at you.
やめてください。
Please stop that. She goes bright red. Nothing new there. Want something to eat?
いえ、まだお腹は減ってません。というか、リツくんの精液を飲みすぎたのもありますが。
Nah, I'm still full, probably because I drank so much kombucha juice. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, right. Not only does she drink it after getting me. Okay, it's rather embarrassing to have pointed out. Though I find it rather impressive at the same time.
じゃあ、またセックスしますか？
Should we go at it again? I'd like to. I could never run out of stamina with you. I firmly agree. But we don't need to rush right now.
そうですね。はい。私もリツくんとセックスしたいですが、我慢します。
You're right. Okay then. I want to have it with you too, but I'll hold up for now. She giggles. Honestly, what am I to do with you? I smile wryly. I rack my brains for something we can talk about instead. What kind of place is the kingdom of the future? Akata gives me a blank look as she dozes in bed. You know, from the Bluebird? We were talking about it earlier. When exactly was earlier? I don't know, there is no concept of time that I can understand in this visual novel. I mean, we're one day in here and then next week we're over there. I know we first talked about it almost immediately after arriving at the cottage. It feels like that wasn't even an hour ago. But then I think of all the times Akari and I have had a schmex since we arrived here. There's no way that could have happened in a day, let alone an hour. Something does not add up. My sense of time, of day and night, of what the day does, has all faded away. What day is it today?
リツくん、
Ritsu-kun Day. Okay. Akari suddenly calls me by my name.
何も心配はいらないですよ。
There's nothing to worry about.
ただこうしてあなたと愛し合うことだけが世界のすべてなんです。
Right here and now, us loving each other is the entirety of our world. Yeah, you're right. A corner of my mind is still telling me this is wrong, but my love for Akari wins out.
青い鳥がどうしたんです？
What were you saying about the Bluebird? Oh, right. Yes, we were in the middle of something. We started talking about the Bluebird right after we got to the cottage, yeah? I was wondering what the final place, the kingdom of the future, was like. I haven't read the parts of the book where the siblings travel to the place of happiness and the kingdom of the future yet. The palace of happiness isn't too tough to picture, though. I imagine it's quite literally a place where everyone is happy. However, since Telltale and Mytale, I don't know how to pronounce them right, aren't able to find the Bluebird there must be some sort of flaw with it. A world with only happiness may seem like it only has unhappiness instead. I doubt this palace of happiness is quite the perfect world it may seem.
未来の国はとても優しい私が一番好きな国です。
The kingdom of the future is a very gentle place. It's my favorite of the kingdoms. Did the siblings meet their future selves or something?
いいえ、
Nope. Nakata giggles. There's nothing gloomy about her expression, which is the picture of a cute smiling girl.
実は未来の国が一番過去の世界になっているんです。
The kingdom of the future is actually the world that's most in the past. Huh? What does that mean? I cock my head, confused. I consider my interest piqued. I'm even glad I skipped out on Schmecks now.
そこまでネタバレをしたくはないのですが。
I don't want to spoil you though. I know, but I want to hear you talk about it. I repeat words that I remember seeing at some point before.
甘えん坊さんですね。お母さんに絵本を読んでもらう子供みたい。
Aren't you spoiled? You're like a little kid getting their mom to read them a picture book. I scratch my head embarrassed. So Akari would be my mom? Is that what I'm looking for in her? The motherhood I never got to experience? Honestly, part of me is looking for my mother. I'm sure psychology would see much the same. No wonder why you go for her boobs and her milk so much. But I mean, I have schmecks with this girl. I do much rather have her as my wife than my mother. Anyway, we were talking about the kingdom of the future?
はい。チルチルとミチルが青い鳥を探して最後に訪れるのが未来の国です。
The kingdom of the future is the last place Telltale and Maytale is visiting their search for the bluebird. Akari smiles sweetly as she talks. Her beautiful voice rings in my ears.
そこはこれから生まれてくる子供たちの国なんですよ。
Children who are yet to be born? Ah, so that's what it means by future.
はい。時間としての未来ではなく、限りない未来のこと。まだ何者でもない、これからの可能性だけを持つ子供の国なんです。
A gentle kingdom. I see. It's a nice positive answer that leaves me smiling.
はい。私も大好きです。
Akari relaxes in the bed as she smiles.
そこには海があって、この世界へ生まれてくる子供たちは船でやってくるんです。そして船に乗る前に子供たちは必ず贈り物を持たされます。
They bring gifts?
この世界に対しての贈り物です。新しい薬を生み出して人を助けたり、誰かに物事を教える才能だったり、母親を愛する気持ちだったり、大きかったり小さかったり、形のあるものやないものだったりもしますが、生まれてくる意味のあること、生まれてくる価値のあること、誰もが必ずそれを持たされて旅をして、この世界へ生まれてくるんです。生まれる時に忘れるだけで、君にも必ずこの世界にいることの真実があるのだと書かれているんです。
I see. And not slowly to Akari's almost song-like speech. The Bluebird's a pretty good story, huh?
何度も言いますけど、本当は自分で読むのが一番なんですけどね。
I'll do that sometime when you're asleep.
はい。ちなみに宮沢賢治さんの銀河鉄道なども青い鳥からの影響を受けて書かれているんですよ。
I can see that actually. It's also a story about a journey towards death and the pursuit of happiness. Everyone goes on the same journey, really, to find the reason they were born. My gift to the world is, personally speaking, too big for one person to handle. Even so, I'm happy to have been born into this world, and even more so to be here right now. That alone I can see with my head held high. So, I'm really happy we met, Akari. Loving you was the reason I was born. Akari is taken aback from the words that unconsciously slip past my lips. She soon works out what I mean and starts to blush.
だから
Moo. She grabs hold of the closest pillow and throws it. Unable to aim, though, it goes flying off to a corner of the room. Oh yes, I'm there for sure.
ごめんなさい。いえ、ちゃんと当たりました？
Not even close. I burst out in laughter at how her good-natured words forced her to apologize even in the heat of the moment.
もう、なんでそう恥ずかしいことをストレートに言うんですか？
You were the one who told me to put how I feel into words.
そうですけど。
Akari is absolutely adorable when she's pouting. This has got me thinking, though, about the future, children. Back to cleavage shots. Hey, Akari.
はい。
Yes? I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my days with you. I don't want this to sound too serious, but still choose my words to show how earnest I am.
はい。
Right. Akari pauses for a moment as she notices this is a serious topic before agreeing. So, obviously we need to do something to stop my powers from hurting you and find a way to restore your eyesight. But even then, I still don't think we'll be able to have children together. Are you okay with that? She doesn't immediately respond. She averts her blind eyes out of habit as she thinks. I don't rush her for an answer. We have as much time as she needs. But we don't have for all eternity, so I thought it was best to speak about this sooner or than later.
その選択を私に委ねてくれたことは優しいことなので感謝します。
I'm glad you give me the option, and I'm grateful for it. Akari's answer is roundabout, not a straight yes or no.
この質問については、リツくんが自分で選べないというわけではないことも承知しています。
I also said that it's not something you can make your mind up about on your own.
でも、それは実はリツくんの問題なんです。
But even so, the question really lies with you. Wait, it does? I'm shocked what Akari nods.
リツくんも考えたはずです。自分に子供ができない理由は、無意識に力の継承を嫌ってのことではないかと。
I think the reason you can't have children is because subconsciously, you don't want anyone inheriting your powers. I'm sure you've thought the same. Well, yeah. It's weighed heavily in my mind since I learned about these powers of mine. I hadn't thought Akari was that good at reading my emotions, however.
だったら、
In which case... Oh, I see. That reminds what Akari is trying to say, which leaves me even more surprised. If my wish is to have a child with you to make you happy, then...
はい。その思いが強ければ、きっとあなたに不可能なことはない。
Yes, as long as you feel strongly enough about something, I know nothing is impossible for you. Akari declares, though she has no proof. Even so, the words she spoke were beautiful.
リツくん、言葉にして。
Put into the words, Ritsu-kun, that you want to impregnate me.
思いを、願いを、祈りを
Put your
言
thoughts,
葉にするんです。
your wishes, your prayers into words.
始まりはいつだって言葉からなの。
It always begins with a word. Right. I take a deep breath and control my heart. I'll pray. I want to have married Akari, have children, and live happily ever after with our family. That to me would be bliss. It's not much and there will be hardships. But I believe it'll all be worth it.
どうか
Please. Please,
お聞き届けください。
hear our prayer. Oh, Father, I prayed. For all my lack of belief, I found myself at last offering up a heartfelt prayer to God. Not because I want Him to grant my prayer. I need not His help. I'll get what I want through my own efforts, through my connection to others. But even so, I pray.
見守っていてください。アーメン。
Please watch over us now and evermore. Amen. She marks the end of her prayer and her gentle tone, then turns her gentle smile towards me.
来て。リツくん。
Come, Ritsu-kun. She initiates.
私の願いもあなたと同じ。
My prayer is the same as yours.
二人の願いを叶えて。
So let's see them granted. Yeah. A couple overcome by dizziness, I collapsed forward onto the bed. Okay, child making has been done. See, in 9 months, I can't take it anymore. I lie there, lamp, the cute little bed that I can no longer move my hips, a most curious sensation. I was rough. I was gentle. At the very least, I granted Kakari's wish. Not because she asked me to, but because I wished for it as well. I'm so sleepy. My eyes refuse to open. When I wake, we can... What time will it be when I wake? What day is it today? Morning will greet me, right? After I sleep and wake?
リツ。リツくん。
Akari must be giddy too, but manages to cuddle up to me. She's warm. I feel like an egg, with a mother bird warming me while I wait to hatch. Akari story 10 out of 10. Oh dear God. Okay then. Okay, now this looks like a comfortable part for me to save. Anyways, I'll see you in another episode real soon.